I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we are starting our class 10 science portion with chapter 6, that is life processes. Guys, before starting our preparation, it is extremely important to know what your syllabus is. I hope you all would have watched our videos regarding rationalized syllabus issued by CBSE. If not, kindly go and check them out. So this is the very first lecture of this chapter. In this particular video, we are going to cover three topics, namely what are life processes, what is nutrition, and what are the different types of nutrition we have. So what are life processes? हम जब कोई स्पेसिफिक काम नहीं कर रहे, स्पेसिफिक काम इन द सेंस हम भाग नहीं रहे, हम कुछ खेल नहीं रहे, हम सिर्फ एक जगह आइडियली बैठे हुए हैं, तब भी हमें एनर्जी की ज़रूरत है. क्यों? क्योंकि हम ब्रीथ कर रहे हैं, हम आइज ब्लिंक कर रहे हैं, वी आर एबल टू थिंक बिकॉज ऑफ द ब्रेन, आवर हार्ट इज पंपिंग द ब्लड. इन सभी चीज़ों के लिए हमें एनर्जी की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है और इन सब चीज़ों के मेंटेनेंस के लिए कुछ प्रोसेसेस की ज़रूरत होती है. Such processes which helps to sustain our life are known as life processes. In earlier classes also, we have studied about two types of organisms that are unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular organisms are those which are composed of only one cell. The entire surface of the cell of a unicellular organism is in contact with the environment. Thus, diffusion can suffice the requirement of transportation, exchange of gases, food material. इसीलिए unicellular organisms के पास specialized organs, tissues, organ systems कुछ नहीं होता. Diffusion can suffice all the life processes in unicellular organisms. On the contrary, in multicellular organisms which are composed of more than one type of cells, all the cells may not be in direct contact with the surrounding environment. Thus, simple diffusion will not meet the requirement of the cells. If we take upon the example of us human beings, our skin is in contact with the environment, but the cells of our internal organs are not in direct contact with the environment. They need some sort of pathways, some sort of organs for the proper functioning of them. So they need specialized organ system. Simple diffusion will not meet their requirements. The very first life process we have is nutrition. Nutrition is a process to transfer a source of energy from the outside of the body of an organism to the inside. This is called nutrition. हम जिस सोर्स से एनर्जी लेते हैं, दैट इज फूड, वो हमारी बॉडी में किस तरह से जाता है और उस खाने का क्या होता है अंदर, इसी को हम न्यूट्रिशन कहते हैं. There are further two types of nutrition, that are autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophs make their own food. They do not depend on other organisms for their nutrition. Whereas heterotrophic nutrition depend on other living organisms for their living. Now let's discuss them more deeply. Autotrophic nutrition is a nutrition in which organisms prepare their own food from inorganic raw materials like carbon dioxide and water by a process called photosynthesis. We are basically talking here about green plants. They carry out a process called photosynthesis by which they obtain nutrition. The chemical equation of photosynthesis is given here. On the reactant side, we have carbon dioxide and water, which in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll makes the products C6H12O6, which is glucose and oxygen. So this is, we can see, is a endothermic process. How? Because the energy is being gained in order to carry out the process. So now, how are the basic raw materials taken by plants? Let's have a look on that. So we have specialized cell organelles in plant cells called chloroplasts, which contain a green pigment called chlorophyll. We have also studied it in class 9th, and this is basically the structure of chloroplasts. Plants absorb sunlight with the help of cell organelles called chloroplasts, which contain a pigment called chlorophyll. And how does the exchange of gases and water, that is transpiration, takes place? Through the help of stomata or stomatal pores. So the opening and closing of the stomatal pores is a function of guard cells. Guard cells are basically two kidney-shaped cells which surround the stomata. When guard cells have excess of water, they swell up and creates a space in between. Through that space, the exchange of gases and water takes place. When there is no water in the cell, the guard cells shrink, and thus there is no space between them in order to exchange the gases. At the night, the stomatal pores are usually closed. Other materials like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and magnesium are taken up from the soil. Students, point to be noted, nitrogen is an element used in the synthesis of proteins and other compounds. So the second type of nutrition we have is heterotrophic nutrition. In this type of nutrition, organism depends on other living organisms for nutrition and food. We have further three divisions of heterotrophic nutrition, which are saprophytic, holozoic, and parasitic nutrition. The first type of heterotrophic nutrition we have is saprophytic nutrition. In this, organisms break down food materials outside the body and then absorb it. Such kind of a nutrition is called saprophytic nutrition. They basically feed upon dead and decaying matter. Example, fungi, yeast, and mushrooms. The second is holozoic nutrition. Some organisms take in whole material and break it down inside their bodies. That is, they digest the food inside their bodies. This is called holozoic nutrition. For example, humans, other animals like dog, cow, tigers, etc. The third is parasitic nutrition. Organisms that derive nutrition from plants or animals without killing them follow parasitic nutrition. Example, cuscuta or amarvale, ticks, lice, tapeworms, etc. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Take care. See you next time.